Hello everyone and welcome. In English for specific purposes, we do not teach language in the abstract. We teach language for different reasons: academic study, workplace communication, professional performance, and discipline-specific tasks. Because of that, our objectives and outcomes must be clear, relevant, realistic, and accessible. This presentation will explore how to write strong learning objectives, how to make them smart, how to align them with professional competencies, and how to establish measurable outcomes that truly reflect what learners need to do in real ESP contexts. Why objectives and outcomes matter in ESP. In any course, objectives and outcomes are important. But in ESP, they are essential because ESP learners usually have specific goals and limited time. They are studying English to perform tasks in real contexts, such as presenting research, handling customer complaints, writing reports, taking patient histories, or participating in academic seminars. In ESP, objectives and outcomes help us focus on learner needs, connect teaching to real-world communication, support course planning and material design, guide assessment, ensure relevance and accountability. If our course objectives are too general, such as improve speaking or learn English vocabulary, they do not provide enough guidance for teaching or assessment. Strong objectives and outcomes help us answer: what exactly should learners be able to do? In what context? To what standard? And how will we know they can do it? Objectives versus outcomes, what is the difference? Learning objectives. Although the terms are closely related, there is a useful distinction. Learning objectives are statements of intention. They describe what the teacher or course aims to help learners achieve. Learning outcomes, on the other hand, describe the results of learning. They focus on what learners will be able to demonstrate at the end of instruction. For example, objective: to develop students' ability to write professional emails in workplace contexts. Outcome: by the end of the course, students will be able to write a clear, polite, and appropriately structured professional email in response to a workplace scenario. So, objectives guide teaching, while outcomes guide evidence of learning. Good ESP objectives and outcomes. In ESP, we need objectives and outcomes that are not vague or aspirational, but practical and actionable. Effective ESP objectives and outcomes should be clear, specific, relevant, learner-centered, aligned with needs analysis, linked to assessment, realistic within the course timeframe. Good objectives and outcomes should reflect what learners actually need, what the course can realistically achieve, and what can be observed or measured. For example, students will understand engineering English better is too broad. But students will be able to explain the function of a machine component using appropriate, technical vocabulary is clearer and more useful. What are SMART objectives? One of the most widely used frameworks for writing strong objectives is the SMART model. SMART objectives are helpful because they force us to move from general intentions to practical, accessible, and realistic statements. SMART objectives are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time-bound. Specific objectives should clearly state what learners will do, in which context, and sometimes under what conditions. Weak example: students will improve writing skills. Better example: students will write short technical incident reports using accurate workplace vocabulary and standard report structure. Specificity is essential in ESP. Instead of saying learners will improve speaking, we should specify what type of speaking, in what situation, and for what purpose. A specific objective might mention business meetings, medical interviews, technical descriptions, or academic presentations. The more clearly defined the objective, the easier it becomes to teach and assess. Measurable. Objectives should include observable performance. Use action verbs such as identify, summarize, explain, present, compare, write, respond, interpret, negotiate. Avoid vague verbs such as know, understand, learn, appreciate. If we want to assess learning, the objective must be measurable. That means we need verbs that describe observable actions. For example, summarize a journal article, respond to a customer complaint, present a case orally, interpret data from a graph. Vague verbs like understand or learn do not tell us what evidence we are looking for. How do we measure understanding unless it is expressed through a specific task? This is why action verbs are so important. Achievable. Objectives should be realistic considering learners' proficiency level, course length, available resources, teacher support, complexity of target tasks. An objective may be specific and measurable, but still unrealistic. For example, in a 20-hour ESP course for intermediate learners, it may not be achievable to expect students to produce advanced research articles independently. Instead, the objective should match the reality of the course. Perhaps they can write a structured abstract, give a short presentation, or complete a workplace form effectively. Achievable objectives are motivating. Unachievable objectives create frustration. Relevant. In ESP, relevance is everything. Objectives should align with learner needs, target situations, professional or academic demands, course purpose, institutional goals. A course objective must connect directly to what learners need English for. If learners are studying English for nursing, then the objectives should relate to patient interaction, record keeping, handovers, and clinical communication, not unrelated general topics. Relevance also means alignment with the learner's current studies, their future jobs, and the expectations of the institutions or professions they are entering. Time-bound. Objectives need a time frame. They should indicate by when learners are expected to achieve them, what can reasonably be accomplished within the course or unit. This could be by the end of the lesson, by the end of the unit, or by the end of the course. This keeps expectations realistic and supports planning. For instance, by the end of this unit, students will be able to conduct a 5-minute patient intake interview. By the end of the course, students will be able to write a clear and professional business email in response to common workplace situations. From weak to smart. Weak objective. Students will improve presentation skills. Smart objective. By the end of the course, students will be able to deliver a 5-minute professional presentation on a field-related topic using clear organization, appropriate terminology, and effective visual support. Here we can see how SMART principles improve an objective. The weak version is too vague. The improved version tells us the time frame, the type of performance, the context, and what quality looks like. This kind of objective gives clear guidance for teaching, materials, practice, and assessment. Aligning with professional competencies. What are professional competencies? Professional competencies are the knowledge, skills, and behaviors needed to perform effectively in a profession or field. In ESP, language objectives should support these competencies. Language is rarely an end in itself. It is part of professional performance. A competent engineer does not just know engineering concepts, they may need to explain a process clearly. A competent nurse does not only understand clinical procedures, they must communicate with patients and colleagues effectively. A competent business professional must negotiate, present, persuade, and write appropriately. So, ESP objectives should not be separated from the broader competencies of the field. Why alignment matters? Alignment matters because it gives ESP teaching credibility and usefulness. It helps ensure that the course is relevant. Language learning supports actual job performance. Learners see the value of the course. Assessment reflects real workplace or academic expectations. If our objectives reflect real professional competencies, the course becomes more meaningful. Learners can see how language connects to their future work. This also helps teachers choose better materials and assessments. Instead of testing isolated grammar items, we assess communication as it is actually used in the profession. Sources of professional competencies. To align objectives with professional competencies, we first need to identify what those competencies are. Professional competencies include job descriptions, workplace observations, interviews with employers or subject specialists, professional standards documents, academic program requirements, needs analysis data, authentic tasks and documents. We can do this through needs analysis, consultation with subject experts, analysis of workplace documents, observation of real communicative tasks, and professional frameworks or standards. For example, in aviation, safety and clarity of communication are central competencies. In medicine, accuracy, empathy, and concise documentation may be essential. In law, precision, argumentation, and formal register are crucial. Example, nursing competencies and language objectives. Here is an example from nursing. The professional competency is broader, conduct effective patient interaction. The ESP objective focuses on the language component of that competency. It identifies what learners should be able to do linguistically: ask questions, gather information, explain procedures, and use appropriate vocabulary. For example, by the end of the unit, students will be able to ask clear and polite questions to obtain basic patient information and explain simple care procedures using appropriate clinical vocabulary. This is the kind of alignment that makes an ESP objective meaningful and usable. Example, business competencies and language objectives. In business ESP, workplace meetings are a common professional competency area. The professional competency is broader. Participate effectively in workplace meetings. A language objective connected to this competency focuses not only on speaking generally, but on the specific communicative actions needed in meetings. Giving opinions. Asking for clarification. Agreeing or disagreeing appropriately. And summarizing decisions. For example, by the end of the course, students will be able to contribute to meetings by expressing opinions, asking for clarification, agreeing or disagreeing politely, and summarizing action points. This makes the objective directly connected to professional performance. Example, engineering competencies and language objectives. In engineering, reporting technical information is often essential. The professional competency is broader. Report technical information clearly. The related ESP objective should therefore focus on the linguistic forms and discourse skills needed to achieve that competency. Describing processes. Using technical terms. expressing cause and effect, and organizing information logically. For example, by the end of the unit, students will be able to describe a technical process and explain basic cause and effect relationships using field-specific terminology and appropriate sequencing language. The objective is language-focused, but professionally grounded. Clear objectives and outcomes are the backbone of successful ESP course design. Smart goals make learning precise, realistic, and accessible, so learners know what to achieve, and teachers can measure progress. Aligning objectives with professional competencies keeps the course authentic and relevant to real workplace needs. By turning teaching targets into measurable outcomes, ESP instruction becomes visible, accessible, and focused on performance. In ESP, strong objectives reflect learners' needs and the program's purpose, making the course effective and meaningful.